You added some personal events of your own life in the book. Anything that you weighed and you decided, you know, this is an important part of telling my story. I know it's a bit personal, but I feel that other people need to know it.
In some ways, both the beginning and the end of the book were not there originally. That question of recognizing the privilege that I had by having a family that loved culture, that loved film, that valued education, that got me exposed and in a situation where I had opportunity was something that came as I thought through the process. It wasn't part of the original story, and I felt was critical to try to see the good fortune, the privilege that came. I wouldn't have finished the book, frankly, if I hadn't resigned from the San Francisco Film Society. I'd been working on it. I had tremendous help from Anthony Kaufman, but I had put it aside, and it was in that break after I resigned, or really even over the last few months of that job, that I finished the book. And I felt that transition, that desire, the desire I had to say, filmmaking will not be my profession, right? That I can do more good, not making more films, even though I think I haven't made my best work yet, but by focusing on building a film ecosystem. And I felt this as a mission, right? I felt this in my heart as what got me out of bed in the morning, was my drive. And I was very excited to move to San Francisco and to work with such a prestigious organization to advance film art and culture. And it was disappointing to me to kind of see that there were legacy practices that were in place that wouldn't really allow that to happen, or certainly not allow it on the timeline that I initially went in there thinking I could do things. So that, in some ways, broke my heart, right? And I felt it was a necessary conclusion to that choice of, you know what? I've made 70 films. I'm at the height of my game. I feel better about making movies than I ever have. But even still, I'm going to leave the city that I love. I'm going to move to the West Coast. I'm going to take a hiatus from producing because this is what's needed. And I think I have people who want to support me in doing it. But it wasn't so easy. So I felt like I needed to have that chapter.
To bookend it, to show
that
process, you're a human being.
That process, yeah. And in addition to that, start to do the intro to the next chapter. That then the decision to stay with the plan of trying to build a workable, sustainable ecosystem for a wider, diverse population of filmmakers and film lovers. To do that, not in the nonprofit sector, but to do it through a startup, which is where I am now.